One of the biggest news right now is Wizkid on the same stage, Justin Bieber bringing out Wizkid to a big crowd in US festival. That is something actually huge, and some people are celebrating Wizkid back home here, while some other persons in US singing praises to Wizkid at this point in time. But away from that, Tems hinted about, yes, I have an EP track coming out soon, and that is going to be a banger also. Tems is one of the biggest female artists right now, being made by Wizkid on Essence. That is actually huge. Before I dive into talk about this and more other things, I want you guys to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time I upload my videos. But if already subscribed, thank you for subscribing. Make sure you share my videos across social media platforms so that others will get to see what is trending and what we are talking about on social media. And don't fail to drop your comment in the comment section below. Just before I start talking about Tems, many scandals have been rocking the internet this weekend, and a lot of people actually got surprised about the whole thing. And Idibia Two-Face Idibia is one of the biggest right now that and Idibia's elder brother called out Two-Face mom and called different sort of unprintable names. And then because Two-Face mom is not comfortable with communicating with him, let's kind of watch a glimpse of that video to get to understand about this thing.
Peace and love, Nigerians. My name is Sylvester. Many of you don't know me because I don't like to be up there in the front. I don't cloud chase. I'm not about the fame or materialistic. But this has come to my attention. The disrespect going towards my mom. I don't care about my sister or husbands, their issues. They will solve that. Every marriage have problems and then they settle. But for you to bring my mother into this when she had nothing to do with my sister and her husband, and now out in public, nah, that's not gonna slide. Not while I'm alive. I sent Two-Face's mom a message. The same message I posted, I sent that same message to her. Nigeria, what did she do? What did this old woman do? She listened to it and then she blocked me. She did not have the decency. I thought she was a Christian woman. She did not have the decency or the godliness in her heart to say, my son, don't be upset. I see what my child is doing. I'm going to talk to him to stop and to apologize to your mom. You would think that's what a decent elderly woman would do, right? No. But she's not. She's only elderly with age, but her mind she's like a little. Yes, Mrs. Idibia, Two-Face's mom and Oche's mom is a little. I sent her a voice note telling her that her son should go apologize because I don't want to make this get even worse. She listened and then she blocked me. Do you know what that means, Nigeria? If a mother does that and a child is busy insulting your own mother and then you tell the mom to please talk to her son and the mom instead blocks you, that means she's the one giving him all the confidence to do what he's doing. Which means she approves, which means Two-Face approves, which means HI approves. So since you guys are coming for us and we've been quiet for 2-3 days, Nigerians, haven't the Macaulays been quiet? We've been quiet. But now I give you guys 24 hours to make up for before all break loose. If it is us, then it's you too. You've been quiet trying to see if you guys will come to some type of common sense, but since the DBS have then it's guys. 24 hours, I want to see that apology. Alright guys, what do you have to say about that? Do you think that if Two-Face mom is right to have blocked him on WhatsApp? Away from that, let's talk about the issue of DNA testing in Nigeria. Is another issue demanded right now. According to a particular social media user, said demanding DNA test never ends well if it's positive. It strains the marriage because your wife believes you don't trust her, and if it's negative, the marriage is over.
You can do it secretly behind her. Nedu did tests for his kids because they were processing Canadian immigration. That is actually huge right now. And then Comrade Deji Adeoju, human rights activist, came out to say something about the whole thing. He said, I beg, my correct brother, DNA is a must. Let us promote it as a national policy. Churches should make it mandatory for children dedication. That is a huge one coming in from Deji Adeoju at this point in time. Guys, what do you have to make out of this? Do you think that DNA testing should be made a national policy and then should be made mandatory in churches during child dedication? That is something I need in my comment section, because a lot of people came out to condemn this whole DNA issue, while some other persons are saying yes. This is to, like, correct some kind of abnormalities going on in the family, and that is another point to some kind of argument. And to me, I support that, to an extent, just to correct something, because when they do that right now, a lot of families, they are going to be thrown into disarray at this point in time, both the one that where they had mistakes of baby swap and the rest. And then some people are saying that the rate of infidelity right now is becoming so huge, and some people need some kind of clarity and corrections to the whole thing. Nedu's wife came out to accuse Nedu of not taking care of his children, beating her up and the rest. And then Nedu was able to provide us evidence, DNA test, where his wife actually tied a baby on him that is not his, and that is actually disturbing. And I think that is enough to cause some kind of mental damages to Nedu at this point in time. And he was able to handle the whole thing and became so strong and happy, and doing some kind of funny comedy skits, and improved one at that. But away from that, what you need to understand right now is that the rate at which women are cheating on their husband, having baby out of it, is actually getting too much, especially in this time. And that is why some people are quick to say end time don't come.
Got the pretty lady we don't like no stress.
Let's talk about Tems right now. Wizkid actually having a blast in himself right now, on stage with a great crowd in US. That is actually huge, with Justin Bieber. I think we need to commend and celebrate Wizkid, as a result of what is done for Nigeria, rebranding Nigeria in different lights. And then some persons are saying the government should find a way to celebrating and appreciating the lives of Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Davido at this point in time, even Two-Face, DBI, a lot of them, because these guys, they don't contribute to the rebranding of the image of Nigeria. And I kind of understand it from that point of view, and I'm seeing with them in that light. And what do you have to say about that? Put that in the comment section so that we can talk about it further. Right now, Tems is coming out to say, yes, I have a particular EP coming out, and many people are just waiting for Tems to drop it all loud, and so that they can be a part of that. According to what she actually posted on Twitter page, she said, my beautiful gang, that you, my beautiful gang, thank you for the massive love you've shown me, is too plenty. Honestly, believe me when I say I love your bar. With bottles of champagne, and said new EP out next fucking week. That is actually huge. It's time to actually rock with Tems at this point in time. And I think Wizkid has done a lot to the likes of Tems, and Tems should be forever grateful to Wizkid at this point in time. What do you have to say about that? Put that in the comment section, because the essence of Tems Wizkid has actually gone too far, that Justin Bieber has to join hands and then push that up, and is climbing the world chart. That is the first time we're hearing that coming in from a Nigerian like Wizkid at this point in time. And many people are saying, don't be surprised, Wizkid may get a Grammy Awards because he has done excellently well this time around, especially with Tems, made a Lagos tour, that sold 1, 2, 3 times O2 Arena. That is actually huge. While some others are struggling to sell 1 times, they claim to be giant of Africa. They should understand one thing, that yes, everybody sells differently. Wizkid is favored. Wizkid is most decorated Nigerian artist, and should respect that. Instead of him to do that, he came out on social media to say, yes, I sold it at the price I wanted to sell. Yes, I kind of understand that Burna Boy is a talented, great artist. Burna Boy responding to what critics are saying, we kind of turn him against the likes of Wizkid, Davido, and that is something I don't like to experience in recent time, because Burna Boy is a bit, a great artist and should be matured with that. Stop kind of responding to critics. Wizkid has done that in the past and realize that, man, forget about critics, I need to stay more focused, and he's crushing it down, and that is working for him. I think Burna Boy should actually emulate that and should stop responding to critics at this point in time, because Burna Boy is a great artist, was able to sell Webley, and that is actually huge for Burna Boy. Getting a Grammy BET 3 times is also huge, and I give cap to Burna Boy at this point in time. Davido, king of YouTube, streams fall, having to break records. I give cap to Davido also, and that is actually massive. These guys are all stars, so they should stop responding to what critics are trying to do, pitching themselves against each other, pressing them against each other. That is going to kind of degenerate to or escalate to something else, and they should find a lasting way to solving that.
If you want make a ginger, give me kokoro.
Before I come off this video, I want you guys to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please hit the bell notification icon, the subscribe button, and be a part of this, and put in the comment section so that we can actually discuss together. I love you guys. I'm off to work.